Hey YouTube, it's me Monchichi. I know it has been a really long time since I've done a video about my weight loss healthy lifestyle journey. This is because I've just been really busy, and I've been up and down as far as really being able to devote a lot of time and energy to it, even though I've been trying to watch what I'm eating and get in exercise and etc. So one thing that happened recently, and I wanted to share because it's just an overall good tip, whether even if you're not trying to lose weight or whatever, it's just something good to know if you're just trying to be healthy, is I kind of had set off on this goal that I want to lose 20 pounds by the end of the year, and I'm still sticking to that. And one of the things that I'm trying to take advantage of is that my job provides a healthy lifestyle coaching company, and so you can take advantage of that. They do like coaching over the phone sessions. So you're assigned to a health coach, and that person basically guides you along in your journey. They help you set reasonable goals that you can accomplish. They give you tips. They kind of evaluate what you're doing and kind of tell you where you can make improvements, etc., etc. So I started taking advantage of the phone calls, and I had one phone call a couple of weeks ago, and I kind of told her, this is kind of like the just hashing out of everything. I'm like, telling her about what's going on in my life, but I'm still trying to accomplish this goal to lose 20 pounds. And she thought that was great, and so we set about talking about just in general things that can be done to work on that. So I gave her my current weight and kind of like currently what I was doing, and she just kind of gave me some general tips. Watch what you're eating, make sure you eat a certain amount of fruits and vegetables a day, whole grains, try to exercise. And I had set a goal of trying to walk or do some sort of exercise like 4 or 5 times a week. So I actually was able to do that, and so what I started doing was I started getting up in the morning before work, and I walked. I was walking like just about 20 to 25 minutes a couple of mornings between when I talked to her and then in the following week when we talked again. And I gained 2 pounds, and I thought that was so weird, because I'm like, I'm eating well, I'm walking, why am I gaining 2 pounds? It's just odd. So I couldn't wait to get on the phone with her and talk to her about it, because I figured she would know. She probably would have an answer to the question, and sure enough, she did. So I started to tell her, I gained 2 pounds, and I'm not really understanding what I'm doing wrong. So she asked me what I had been eating, like what do I eat during the day. And I told her, well, what I pretty much do is I would pack like 3 pieces of fruit, 3 or 4 pieces of fruit, and when I go to work. And that's pretty much all I eat all day until I get home, and then I eat like a regular normal people dinner, basically. A meat, a couple vegetables, and maybe some rice or something on the side, but pretty much the basic, dinner. Maybe I have like I had this healthy choice fudge bars. I would eat that for dessert, just to cure my sweet tooth or something, and then that would be it. And so she says, okay, so you're only eating 3 or 4 pieces of fruit every day. I said, yeah. She says, well, that's your problem right there. You're not eating enough. And I'm thinking to myself, dang nabbit, I'm not eating enough. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you hear that a lot. You hear people say, oh, you can't starve yourself, don't starve yourself, blah 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 blah. When you're on the diet, you still need to eat, but you kind of figure like that doesn't make sense. Well, I don't need to eat more to lose less weight. Isn't it about the calories? And that was what I said to her. I said, well, I thought it was all about decreasing the amount of calories that you intake. You want to eat less calories than you burn. You want there to be at least a certain amount of difference between the calories you burn on a daily basis and the calories you take in. And she said, yes, that is true. But what can happen, even with those calories, is that if it's not enough calories, your body will still convert those calories to fat regardless. And that was a jaw dropper for me, because I had no idea that that was the case. But that's how your body works. I guess they call it like the starvation mode. Is that after you drop your calories down to a certain amount, your body is just going to just store those calories as fat, especially if you're eating a lot of carbohydrates, because carbohydrates basically turn into sugar, and that sugar gives you energy to burn in calories, but your body will hold on to that and convert it right into fat, and it will stick around because of course it's trying to save, it's going to starvation mode. It's trying to keep you from starving to death, right? So that is tip number 1, ladies, and gentlemen. If you're trying to lose weight, you cannot starve yourself. You have to eat a decent amount of calories per day. If you're trying to lose weight, you definitely want to try to eat at least 1,200 calories a day, if not more. So my goal is to shoot between 1,200 and 1,400 calories a day, because a normal diet for somebody my weight and height would be 1,800 calories. If I ate 1,800 calories, 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day, I could maintain my current weight, which is not what I want to do. I want to lose weight. So I'm shooting for between 1,200 to 1,400 calories of weight loss a day. Of eating a day, so I can lose weight. I do need to decrease my calorie intake. So that's the number 1 thing. You do have to eat something, right? You have to eat. So she told me to find healthy, low fat foods that I could eat, so that I can increase my calorie intake without increasing my fat intake. Light bulb. Okay, I got you. I'm following you. So that was number 1. So then the number 2 thing was that I didn't realize is that you can't eat your carbohydrates alone. They need to be paired with a protein source, because it keeps the body from turning those carbohydrates into sugar and into fat as fast as it normally would if you ate the carbohydrates alone. So for example, let's say I take to work, because my answer to the question was, well, I'll just bring more fruit, because I love fruit and I know it's healthy, so I'll just pack more fruit. Maybe I'll take twice as much fruit, instead of 1 banana, I pack 2, I just eat more fruit. And she said, that's not going to fix it necessarily either. You need to have some protein, more protein sources, low-fat protein, so that, because if I just eat a piece of fruit by itself, it's okay to eat a piece of fruit by itself, but if that's all you're eating throughout the day, your body is turning those carbohydrates, boom, right into sugar, right into fat. And so the protein, I guess, binds with that. She didn't give me the whole scientific breakdown, but basically, when you eat that protein and the carb together, it slows that process down, so it's not turning into fat so fast. I was doing a video. I am doing the video. I'm still doing it.
What keep doing?
See, skinny people can't stand them. So anyway, so you definitely have to make sure you partner up your carbs with a protein, a low-fat protein. So some examples she gave me was like low-fat yogurt, low-fat cheese, like string cheese, peanut butter, like almonds or walnuts or whatever. So that's what I started doing. You don't want to overdo it with those proteins, because a lot of times your protein does go up behind fat, or the more, of course, the more of it you eat, the more fat you're going to take in. It's not a whole lot of fat-free protein sources, so you got to balance it out. So she gave me those 2 tips, and she encouraged me to just go ahead and increase the amount of walking that I was doing. So that's what I'm doing this week. I'm really